a longer one. Lay the pieces where they fall. Lay the pieces where they fall.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Josh Mason here, 7:30 in the morning. Rolled out of bed, turned the camera on. I want to talk about, I've been doing a lot of volunteer work and dealing with a lot of people recently, and you know, going into volunteering in certain places and not being the boss, you know, because I am the boss of my business. It's an interesting feeling just to be listening to other people and guided by other people. But there's something that's coming through so strongly through people that I'm encountering in all of my volunteer work. And what it is brain fog. Maybe that will be the title of this video. Brain fog, or you just give too much a shit of what other people think. And you know, so many people are complaining and talking about brain fog and inability to concentrate and ADD and all of these diagnoses. And what I realized is that so much of brain fog is literally, or inability to concentrate, unable to keep one track or one train of thought, is literally that the program of wanting to be liked, or fear of being abandoned, or fear of being disbanded from the tribe, or fear of being weird. Those programs, one or a combination of all those programs, is actually running the show. See, I believe there is such a thing as biochemical brain fog, no doubt. I experienced it. But the other half of the equation is purging these programs from our system. See, if all you want to be is be liked, or if all you want to be is not be weird, you'll never truly be able to be yourself in a social situation. And not being able to be yourself causes all kinds of biochemical, I mean, I can't say that for a fact, biochemical, but all kinds of mechanisms and all kinds of physical and spiritual and emotional shutdowns that happen that prevents your flow in a social situation, right? So if all you're consciously thinking about is trying to impress your boss, or fear of looking bad in front of your boss, or fear of looking bad in front of others, well, then you're never actually operating with freedom. You're a prisoner to those thoughts, those conditions. So, you know, there's a guy, Randy Pausch. He wrote the book, man, I forget the name of the book he wrote, but he was on his way out, dying, and he basically taught people how to live their life, and through his death, he taught people how to live his life. And one of the things he wrote in his book, I'll post a link to it in the information description, but he wrote about how in a corporate setting, 33%, approximately 1/3 from his observations, 1/3 of the consciousness of the energy of individuals was focused on what other people were thinking of them, him included. So 1/3 of their consciousness was occupied by what other people think of them. And I know that feeling. I worked in corporate situations. Every single minute is just, oh, what does he think? It's like literally just this radar that goes off. Oh my God, does he think I'm weird? Oh, he doesn't think I'm weird. Okay. Oh, he likes me. He likes me. Good job. Good job. Oh, you know, like literally like an I like me fairy, like walking over to each person with like a little stick and saying, like me. Oh, they like me. And then you go home at the end of the night and you're like, they all liked me. Nobody thought I was weird today. And you pass the fuck out in exhaustion, propping up this perceived need of wanting to be liked and wanting to not be weird, you know? But it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. See, we all are operating with the same thing going on. We're all weird. We all have weird flaws and quirks. We all have weird obsessions and thoughts. We all have fucked up things that we go through. We all have issues and deep, dark emotions and shadows. And we all have that. And we all have animals inside of us. We all have rage. Some of us even may have murderous rage, okay? Now, conventionally, you would label that as a crazy individual. Oh my God, he's a guy who has murderous rage, right? That's his definition, you know? What if we're allowed to feel all of these things and they didn't necessarily, sorry, just heard a radio. What if we were allowed to feel all these things and they didn't necessarily, wow, that radio's fucking up my flow. Okay. What if we were allowed to feel all of these things and that we didn't have to act on them, right? But once we could accept that we all feel these things, then there's a level of acceptance to other people's animals, right? So if we can just all accept each other for exactly as we are and know that we don't have to like everyone and we don't need to be liked by everyone, then we can have a much more free-flowing society. And anyway, going back to my original point about brain fog, what I see is that I'm literally watching these mechanisms I'm watching the mechanisms happen in people. I'll watch someone do something and fog out or forget to do something or do a poor job at something, and you know, one explanation would be, oh, you know, he's dumb, or he has brain fog, or my mind's not working today, I'm tired. And the explanation I perceive and I see is literally, he cares too much about what other people think. And that's what I'm like. I have one person in mind in particular, and he was actually running one of these things that I was working at, and he was just making all kinds of mistakes, and he was an awful leader. Okay, and I'm watching him, and I'm literally like, this dude is petrified of saying the wrong thing. He's petrified of offending someone, and he's literally a prisoner to these fears and thoughts, and he can't have any flow or no authenticity can permeate his being, because all he does is care about being liked. See, when I do these YouTube, it's a concept that goes through every facet of life. When I do these YouTube videos, when I first started, I wanted to be liked. I really, really wanted to be liked. I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to be pretty. And now I really don't give a shit. There is a part of me still that wants to be liked. Of course. There's a part of me that doesn't want to be defined as weird. I want to be accepted. I want to be loved. I want to be a cool guy on YouTube. I want to be successful. I want to be a teacher. I want all of that. Yeah, okay. But when those things are at the forefront of an action or a decision to go film or any of that, then it's so obvious, it's so apparent, you know? So, and it's less fun. It's less fun, and I can't flow the same way. So just remember that a lot of our symptoms, mental, physical symptoms, can merely be a reflection of an individual not giving themselves space. You got to give yourself space to be who you are. And it's literally like creating, like fortifying this space. Now it's not like a barrier, not like you're defending yourself or like you're closing yourself off to the world. It's more so like, wow, everyone needs to take their own shit and keep it in, see, one of the hooks that keeps us on this line of wanting to be liked or fearing being weird or fearing or hurting someone is that someone else can't handle the pain. See, a lot of us grew up in situations where we helped our parents with deep pain, or we helped siblings, or we were a parent at a young age, right? We became an adult at a very young age. And in doing that, you actually developed this thing of propping people up and not letting anyone, protecting other people from your own fire, your own intensity, your own truth. You protect other people from it because you don't want to hurt them in the immediate future. It's about delayed gratification. It's not about not hurting someone in the immediate future. It's about living your truth for the long marathon vision, knowing that even if you hurt that person, years down the road, they'll think about the situation and say, wow, I'm thankful for that dude. I'm thankful for that dude that he was in his truth and he told me the truth. He told me his authentic truth. I'm fucking grateful for that dude. That's really what happens. I've had people, my fire was just too much for them. Years later, they come back and they say, wow, dude, like I was totally stuck in my own shit that I couldn't handle your intensity or I couldn't handle your truth. So anyway, the point is, I'm fucking babbling here because it's 7:30 in the morning. But anyway, the thing is, brain fog, or do I just care too much about what you guys think? The thing is that if we understand that a person's perceived reality is up to them. See, if we speak our truth and someone else gets hurt, that's not our responsibility. Of course, there's being graceful, and there's grace, and there's ease, and there's discernment between what you say. You don't just go around saying fuck you to everyone. But when you really speak your truth with grace, and if someone gets hurt or offended, or if someone doesn't like you, that's on them. That's their luggage in their suitcase that they're carrying. You don't need to fucking pick out those dirty clothes and pick them up and smell them and put them all over your face. It's their shit. And it takes this immediate strength to do that, right? Most of us have boundary issues, massive wounds that to give someone else pain causes us pain, or to give someone else fire or truth causes us this discomfort of, oh my God, I really hurt that guy. I should have been more gentle, or I should have, whatever. Everyone's different. Not everyone is going to have the problem that I have of being too intense, Some people maybe have the opposite end of the spectrum. But anyway, the point is that we have to acknowledge that the way to achieve results in this world and the way to get what we want is by being authentic and being exactly who we are. Now, part of creating that space to allow us to be authentic is to recognize when it's someone else's luggage, okay? So, for instance, that dude who I'm talking about, wanting to be this amazing boss, fearing saying something bad, instead, if he just acknowledged that he's going to do his job with integrity, with truth, and whoever doesn't like him, doesn't like him, as opposed to that fear running the show, Anyway, this was probably one of my, probably a little unclear and a little all over the fucking place, but I really wanted to see what happened if I woke up and went to the camera right away. It's pretty fun, actually. I feel like I'm still half asleep. Alrighty, that's all for today. Thanks for being a loyal subscriber. I got 12,000 fucking subscribers. I think probably the second I post this video, I'll hit 12,000 exactly. And yeah, I got my new course. Let me plug that in here. My new video coaching course. It's fucking amazing. Buy it. Or whatever. If you don't got the money, don't buy it. Just keep watching my free stuff. But anyway, that course is an amazing investment for someone who's serious on the path. The feedback I've been getting is incredible. And I'm working on a new project coming up soon. I think I'm gonna write a book, or I'm doing a retreat. Maybe both. I don't know. I'm ready for a new project. I just finished this course. A whole new space opened up. Now I'm ready for something new. Alrighty, leave a comment below. Like, dislike, unsubscribe for all I care. See that? I don't give a fuck. Unsubscribe. Alright, I'm done here blabbering.
As long as there is a longer while. What is it that you'd like to say? All those words always fly out in such right ways. Lay the pieces where they fall. Lay the pieces where they fall.